time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Hello everyone. We're going to do a request. This request comes in from my reaction to the Greystones doing a cover of the song Hold the Line. And on this particular cover, they brought in a young man by the name of Jake who played the guitar solo and was fantastic. And Jake is from the UK. So from that, here's where the comment comes in. The YouTuber making the request goes by the name of Remington Wing Master. And Remington Wing Master writes this: Jake with that white SG is just absolutely killer. He also does a phenomenal Comfortably Numb on a Strat. And the kid can sing. The Greystones are on a meteoric rise to fame. I have to agree with that. Everything I have heard and seen by the Greystones is fantastic. This is a group of friends that are doing fantastic covers of 70s and 80s songs. And they're just really, really good at it. And they brought in Jake. Now, I've done a reaction to do two different videos where Jake played the guitar solo. So, you know, they're doing it here in the US. He's doing a guitar solo in the UK, and they're kind of putting it together. And he is just a fantastic guitar player. He's just really something special. So I thought, yeah, let's listen to how he does Comfortably Numb. But first off, I went to his channel just to check out if there was any information up there. And there was. He actually put a bio of himself in the description on his channel, which I think is cool. A lot of people don't put any information in that description, and I think, you know, come on, give us some information about yourself. So Jake wrote this about himself on his channel. Hi, I'm Jake, and Jake is J, the number 8, KE. I think that's kind of cool, Jake. I'm 12 years old, and I live near London. I love playing guitar and started learning during the lockdown in 2020 with my dad. Now keep that in mind. He learned how to play guitar in 2020. It's 2025, so that was 5 years ago. One of the videos I'm going to play, he was 7 years old, so he must have just been starting to learn the guitar. Just keep that in mind. Music is my passion. This channel follows my musical journey, and I hope you hear something you like. Please leave a comment to let me know. Lately, more and more people do not believe I'm really playing, which is kind of a compliment, but guaranteed 100% I am not AI. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel and for your support, Jake. So I think that was really cool. So when I looked up the song Comfortably Numb by Jake, he has two versions out there. He has one when he's 7 years old, and then he redoes it about 4 months ago when he was 11. So he must have just turned 12. So I thought it'd be cool to play both versions to see how he's improved, let's say, in those years. Now, this isn't the whole song. This is just the guitar solo from Comfortably Numb. So it's quite a bit shorter than what the real song is. That song was actually from the Pink Floyd album The Wall, that was released in 1979, and it was also released as a single in 1980 in some countries. So here's Jake at 7 years old playing the guitar solo from Comfortably Numb. That was pretty doggone good. Now, he's 7 years old there, so he must have been just starting off playing the guitar. I mean, that's phenomenal. I couldn't even imagine being able to do something like that. And I loved watching his fingers on the fretboard. I mean, he was just really stretching out his fingers because at 7 years old, he got little hands, right? And he's really stretching out his fingers to hit all of those notes on the fretboard. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, that sounded really nice. And I also, you could, if you listen real close, I think you could hear the pick against the strings. It must have been like steel strings he was using or something of that nature, because I think you could hear that pick hitting the strings, which I kind of liked as well. And then he had the backing track to Comfortably Numb playing, so he could play along with that. I thought that was that's really remarkable for being 7 years old. So now we're going to move ahead to him being 11 years old and doing the same guitar solo. So let's hear how different it is. Oh, he also mentioned in the notes of the one we're going to watch is he wanted to redo it because the one he did at 7 years old was a little tinny, so he wanted to get a little bit more depth onto the instrumental portion of the soundtrack. So let's see if he does that. Here we go. Wow, that was pretty fantastic. What I thought was interesting when I watched the second one is that he had all this confidence. I mean, he'd been playing for what, about 5 years maybe, and he had all this confidence in doing that guitar solo again. I mean, he very rarely looked at his fretboard. Where if you watch the one where he's 7 years old, he's watching his fingers the whole time, making sure that he's landing on the notes that he wants on that fretboard. But on this one, he was smiling. He had his eyes closed. He's got his eyes open. He's looking up, and he's just jamming on that guitar. And I mean, it felt like this was part of him. This guitar was it was part of his arm, part of his hand. I mean, he couldn't make any mistakes. Every move he made on there was just fantastic. And I love that I love it when a guitar player is playing something, he goes up the fretboard and comes back down and hits a couple more notes and he does the same thing. I always thought that was really cool. I'm not a guitarist, so I don't know if that's easy to do or not, but it always impresses me. Let me just say that. That was great. I mean, that was some really great guitar playing. I got to say, David Gilmour, you got some real competition coming up the line here. I'll tell you, you really do. This young boy did a marvelous job on that guitar solo. And it had a lot more depth. I mean, he was right that when he said he wanted to re-record it to give it more tone, more depth. Um, he actually pulled that off really well. I mean, he had the backing track was louder, and he just played right over that backing track, and that guitar was just like right in your face. Just a marvelous guitar player for being, well, at that time he was 11 years old when he did that. I mean, this guy is just going to be fantastic. Now, there's another video up there that I saw by him, which I thought was kind of wild, where he's at a concert and he's holding a sign up that says, "Let me play guitar, let me play guitar," and the lead singer calls him up on the stage. And I don't know what band this is, and he says, "I'm going to play guitar," and he said, "What song do you want to do?" And he says, "I want to do Sweet Child of Mine," and he starts jamming on that guitar, and nobody in the audience are like all freaking out. It was really 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 kind of cool. That young man can really play guitar, and I think he's really going to be something. I don't know if he'll be in a band or what he's going to end up doing, but just fantastic, just fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know I enjoyed it. It's like I really never really watched anything other than what I saw when he was doing the takes with the Greystones. But as a solo artist, he really knows how to use that guitar. So if you really enjoyed this, and I know you did, you got to hit that like button. That's the old thumbs up button. That'd be really appreciated. Also, if you got any comments about Jake doing Comfortably Numb, hey, put it in the comments below. That'd also be really appreciated. Now, I'm going to take a link to his two videos and put it in my description below. So if you want to watch them again, just click on those links and play them all the way through. Now, I didn't stop them because they were guitar solos. And if I stop a guitar solo, like in the middle or sometime during the guitar solo, I get nasty comments. So I thought I'm just going to play them all the way through, which was fun anyways, because I really enjoyed what I saw. I mean, I don't think I'd want to stop him. He was just jamming so hard. So I'm gonna put a link, like I said, to both those videos and put them into my description. I'm also going to put a link to Jake's channel into my description below. You got to check out his channel, check out some more of his work. The young man is fantastic. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't you do it right now? Go below my video, I know you still have it open, and hit that subscribe button, and you'll be making me very happy. If you go over here, can I see my hand? Yeah, there it is. Go over here, ring the bell. You'll get updates to my latest videos. Great recommendation. I saw this recommendation, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, yeah, I think we got to do some Jake. And when I saw there was actually two versions of the same take out there, it's like, yeah, I got to hear both of them. And they were great. Put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.